Hello and welcome. My name is Manuela. I'm a certified clinical, interpersonal, and transpersonal hypnotherapist. Have you ever wondered why some people can't sleep like rocks? Others may have a few sleepless nights here and there. But why is it different for you? So what if your chronic insomnia stems from a traumatic event in a life that you have forgotten but your soul remembers? What if your life or your loved ones was threatened when you least expected it? What if, subconsciously, you feel like you need to be on high alert and stay awake so that you can prevent the worst from happening and protect yourself or them? Maybe you get your best sleep as the sun starts coming up, when the soul feels it has made it through the night without incident. Maybe you wake up at a particular time every night and you experience what is called the dark night of the soul, where nothing makes sense anymore and there's no purpose to anything. If this resonates with you, and you want to know what your insomnia is trying to tell you, then this guided meditation is for you. It is intended to help you discover and heal the past life trauma as the underlying root cause. Rest assured that you are completely safe and that you will feel only as much as you're comfortable with. At any moment, you can rise up to a dissociated higher vantage point to be the observer of the events if you feel they may be too intense for you, as this is the past life event most affecting you today. Be assured that your subconscious will only release information that you can handle. You'll find the story and all the information that comes up very relevant. So trust all of your first impressions and remember to leave your analytical, reasoning mind aside. So, are you ready to look at what is plaguing you from a different perspective? Are you in a quiet place where you can be undisturbed for the length of this recording? Are you either sitting or lying down? All comfortable? Yes? Good. So let's begin. Do you know that Iceland is one of the world's 4 islands without mosquitoes? That Icelandic summers are of never-ending light and possess the magic of eternal sunshine? In this brightest and most colorful season of the year, almost anything is possible. So let's pretend that you have visited the land of fire and ice before. You know your favorite places. You love to come back again and again. And you can imagine to walk barefoot on paths of warm, soft grass, leading through a peaceful meadow with silky poppy flowers. As you breathe, you can inhale the sweet, soft air of this vast, open space that somehow reminds you of the ocean. Maybe because there is a profound and natural connection between the ocean and the meadow. The endless view of waist-high grass swaying like waves in the soft summer breeze. You could easily pretend that you are swimming, beating the tall grass as if you were stroking water, moving forward under the blue sky without a cloud, while breathing in the pure summer air, invigorating and cleansing, as if each breath evaporates built-up tension in and around the shoulders and chest, allowing the rib cage to expand more easily and effortlessly with each movement. You can see for miles and miles, with no one in sight to disturb your peace. Just you and nature. Butterflies seem to dance to chirping grasshoppers. Nature's soothing sounds and tender beauty infuse your senses with each breath more. Vast and wide like the ocean, the meadow invokes similar feelings, like being immersed in limitlessness and openness, a delightful contrast with otherwise existing boundaries of worldly structures and rules, while Mother Nature's infinite beauty is making you feel so much more open, freer, and lighter. Like it is bringing out a side of you that you long to be in touch with more often. You can feel it surfacing like bubbles, like you may want to dance, sing, shout, spin around in a circle, or run until you smile and are happily tired to zen out. In any case, you know where you can be found in the streamy, flowery meadow. Even when you take off your little backpack and pull out your cozy blanket to kick back and lay down and disappear in between high grasses and flowers resembling a needle in a haystack. How fun it is to have your secret hideaway that is open and airy, where you can securely rest whenever you want, for however long you want. A forever blue open sky above, with endless sun rays warming your face, where each inhale is perfumed with lovely purity, and the only sounds you hear are those of swaying grass and chirping critters. The best part is that you are so unaware of the weight of your body sinking down and dropping into the comfort of the ground beneath you. It just so happens that all of your tension melts away. Your muscles become limp and loose. Your body feels more like a heavy mass, solidly anchored down, while your eyes are drawn to the sky's infinity and beyond. Your mind starts drifting, daydreaming, gradually losing consciousness of the outer world, sinking and sliding deeper into your center and within. And as the surroundings fade away, more and more, and you lose consciousness of outer things, you go deeper and deeper within. The deeper you go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go, letting go even more, gliding down deeper into yourself, lower and lower, as if you're slowly being lowered down into a vertical earthy tunnel as wide as you are tall. You are sitting on a big, comfortable knot at the end of a rope. On the other end, also holding on to the rope and lowering it, is the one and only being you completely trust with your life. So know you are in good hands, always connected, safe and protected. You can focus all your attention on the downward movement. And as you do, you come to notice that you are also slowly descending in an unwinding spiral fashion, arousing calming, insouciant sensations, blended with a certain anticipation to get to the bottom, going deeper down towards the bottom. However this will appear to you, the bottom will be the gateway back to the past life. Trust your mind to guide this journey. Simply leave your reasoning analytical mind aside as you move closer and closer to the bottom, down and down and further down. I will be counting backwards from 5 to 1. When I get to 1, you are back in time in the past life that causes your present day symptoms. Trust your first impressions. 5. You are going down, deeper and closer to the bottom. 4. There's a scene that starts to appear. 3. You're getting closer and closer. 2. You're starting to move closer. 1. You're becoming the person you were back then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Be there now. You find yourself in a scene. Report to yourself. Is it indoors or is it outdoors? Is it day or is it night? Are you alone or with others? Imagine as if you can move into the scene. See if you can wrap your arms around your body. Are you a man or a woman? Look down at your feet. See if you can get a sense of your footwear, of your shoes. What are you wearing? Look down at the style of clothing and observe what you're wearing. Now you begin to look around as you report to yourself what is happening in this scene. Take a moment as I am silent to see what is happening here as you report to yourself. You can be the observer, or you can be fully in the scene, reliving, re-experiencing it, allowing the impressions to unfold. In a moment, I count from 1 to 3, and as I do, you simply move ahead and see what happens next, or the next relevant piece of information about this scene will be revealed to you. You'll simply know more about what is happening here. 1, 2, 3. When I count from 1 to 3, you are going to move ahead and see what happens next. On 1, 2, and 3. Now I'll be counting from 1 to 3. This time when I do, you will be moving forward in time or backwards in time to another scene related to this event, and maybe the cause of this event, and maybe the outcome of this event. Trust your first impressions, as your deep inner mind will guide you to another scene to help you understand why you are here in this event or the outcome of this event. Trust whatever you need to see now. A whole other scene starts to appear in your mind. 1, 2, 3. Ask yourself, are you indoors or outdoors? Is it day or is it night? Are you alone or with others? And when I snap my fingers, you get a sense of how old you feel in this scene. 1, 2, and 3. Give yourself a report as to what is happening here, and start to see the relevant information in relationship to the original event that you first saw. Now you start to get a sense of time unfolding in a direction where you get to a more expansive time, a sense of what is happening from this event, the other event, more of a bird's eye view that helps you to see why you're here, the theme that is unfolding in this life. Trust your impressions. More information starts to come to you now. 1, 2, and 3. In a moment, I will count again from 1 to 3. As I do, you will be moving into another relevant scene that has to do with why we are here. Trust your first impressions. You will be moving to another event in this lifetime that is relevant and important for you to understand. 1. The scene is changing now. 2. You're moving forward or backwards in time. Trust your impressions. On number 3, as another scene appears, report to yourself. Is it indoors or is it outdoors? Is it day or night? Are you alone or with others? And when I snap my fingers, you get a sense of your age yet again. 1, 2, and 3. Give yourself a report as to what is happening there in that scene. In a moment, I'll be counting from 1 to 3. You will be moving forward, if you haven't already, to the very last day or days of your life, to eventually moving into the scene where you will be leaving your body, the very end of this lifetime, and before the body ceases to function in the way that it was while it was alive. I count from 1 to 3. You will be moving ahead into these last days or last moments. 1, 2, 3. And observe. Is it outdoors or indoors? Is it day or night? In these last days, do you find yourself alone or with others? And get a sense of how old you are. Trust your impressions on 1, 2, and 3. What are some of your last thoughts or beliefs that you have in your mind before you end up leaving that body? Notice your last thoughts. Now you have seen this entire lifetime, the events that you needed to be aware of. Now it is time to leave this body behind and to float up into higher awareness. This may be a journey up into the light. You may rise up into a space where you are greeted by guides or other beings of light that can be there to assist you to review this past life. Rise to a place of higher wisdom, a place beyond life, the interlife space, however this appears to you, and in some form or sense of just being. You'll have a higher wisdom there to support you in reviewing this past life as you look over the events of this past life. Ask the question and receive an answer. What was the major theme or themes of this past life experience? Ask the questions and receive the answers through reviewing this past life. What beliefs did you conclude about yourself or life itself? Through your experiences there, what did you conclude about yourself or about life? Notice what emotions may arise from those sorts of beliefs. Now, as you are aware about the themes, the beliefs, and the emotions of this past lifetime, it is time to move forward to your present life from this higher vantage point and see how the events, beliefs, and emotions are playing out in your present life. If and how conclusions made then are affecting your behavior or your relationships. Take a moment to compare your past life and your present experiences. See how it is playing out for a moment as I am silent. Now that you can get some sense of these patterns, it is time to be with higher wisdom and ask, what is it that I can let go of? What life lessons do I need to learn, and which ones do I need to unlearn? Take a moment. And as you are becoming aware of life lessons, start to get a sense of what was the purpose of that life. Why did you need to go through these experiences so that you can come to this place of higher learning now? Now I give you a moment in silence to be in this place of higher wisdom, to simply ask, what else do I need to know? What else do I need to hear? What else do I need to let go of? Take a moment to bring this to some sort of resolution where you feel that higher wisdom is guiding you towards being free of any old patterns that no longer serve you. And as if you are able to speak to that past life personality there that you were back then, take a moment from your higher wisdom and perhaps offer words of insight, words of forgiveness or healing that help this part of you to get the lessons that you have been unfolding here today. Feel free to dialogue back and forth for a moment until you can help this part of you back then to be in a more enlightened space of awareness, to be able to evolve further forward to deeper understanding, or perhaps you receive wisdom from this part of you. Take time and engage in a brief dialogue working towards resolution and a sense of healing. Now, ask that past life part of you, is there anything else you need right now to feel better? To be able to feel as if you can integrate into the light, so that your only thoughts are based on love, forgiveness, deep understanding, a sense of compassion for the journey and for others. To be able to bring this part of your awareness up into this higher space. Is there anything else you need to feel even better? Sometimes past physical injuries have occurred to the past life self back then. If necessary, imagine these wounds healing. Imagine the body being restored to a healthy, vibrant state of being before bringing this part of you up into the light. And starting to welcome in any sense of the physical imagery of that body being healed, mental and emotional healing. And then rising up into spirit until you find yourself in higher wisdom in the lights with a sense of you now, and as you know yourself now and this past life self, starting to get a sense of who you truly are as spirits. And perhaps letting all sense of personalities go, all sense of made-up egoic structures, and simply being what you are. Again returning to that light, to being, to remembering of who you truly are. In this higher space of truth, knowledge, and wisdom, you are free of all patterns, and so you can look forward now to your present life and see how the lessons that you gathered here today, the understandings, a deeper sense of being, can move forward into your present life as your future self, to look forward, to imagine, to visualize a better, brighter future, free of old patterns, as you see yourself unfolding your life with more peace, greater wisdom, with more harmony, abundance, with more comfort and ease. Take a time to look to the future as if old karmic chains have been cleared, and now you are free to consciously create the life that you would wish to live. Now, if there's anything that needs to happen before I bring you back to full waking consciousness, allow that to unfold now, using your own inner resources to help to bring this session to conclusion. And you can take a breath now to clear your mind and starting to come back to this person, this moment. You have full memory of this session. You remember the entire past life. It is always available for you. You can always return to it and explore more. All of the memories that were uncovered today are now accessible to you at any time you choose, especially in an altered state. You can go back and revisit this life and gather more information every time you wish. Coming back more and more towards this moment and towards your body now. I'll be counting from 1 to 5. When I reach 5, you will be fully back. You feel wide awake, you feel refreshed, you feel clear-headed, and you feel perfect in every way with a deeper understanding of who you are and your soul's journey through time and space, and of who you truly are in the midst of this journey. And number 1, coming back here now more and more. Number 2, becoming aware of the present outlines of your physical body and starting to breathe and move and even stretch, waking up the body as if from a wonderful rest. 1, 2, and 3, bringing more love and peace to this conscious moment. And 4, you are back here now in this time and space and place. On 1, 2, 3, 4, as if you're waking up from a wonderful rest, remembering you can return to the state anytime you wish. And a number 5, you are back right here now, wide awake and refreshed, wide awake and your eyes open, back to full and regular waking consciousness.